I'm going to try to draw this here. We have a nuclear silo. Whoa. We have a nuclear silo here with a nuclear weapon stored inside of it, ready to launch. And okay, so this nuclear weapon's ready to launch. Now, we have a big problem here because this nuclear weapon could end the world. Like if you launch this nuclear weapon, like that's the end of the world. And maybe you think, oh, it's just the end of one city. No, because if you blow up the cities, everyone in that country is going to blow up you, right? It's going to end the world. Okay, so we don't want like a button right here that's like, okay, push this button and okay, that's not secure. So you might think, okay, well let's have a like maybe we have like a little like bunker down here, and in this little bunker, we have like the button right here. All right, that's more secure because at least the button's like not at the top and you can push. Okay, and you know we can put like we can have like a guard here. You know, he's like guarding the entrance here, and then we can have like a guy down here, and he's just sitting here. He doesn't really do anything at all because his only job is to push the button. And he never pushes the button, so he's just sitting there, just chilling, drinking coffee. Oh, and he has a phone. Okay, this is important, all right? He has a phone here, and this phone exists so that he can get an instruction to push the button whenever someone tells him to. Okay. Now, this is maybe more secure, but it's still not good because what if this guy like has a bad day? You know? All right, like we don't want him, he has access to the button, but we don't want him to just push the button whenever he wants to push the button, okay? So we need to make this thing more secure. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this button is gonna be locked, okay? And in order for him to unlock this button, we're gonna have like a little underground little wire here that goes, I don't know, somewhere. And let's say that this okay, we'll just do it this way. Let's say that this little wire goes to a probably still not the most secure way to do it, but let's say it goes to like a some sort of like tower here or whatever that can get instructions, okay? And then you have the president, the chief or whatever, okay? And this guy, he has a phone, and he can call him and tell him to unlock it. Now he can't actually launch it, but he can unlock it so the guy can push the button, okay? Now we got more secure, but we still have a problem here because what if this guy has a bad day? Okay? Well, let's forget this guy's having a bad day. What if someone steals his phone or something? In other words, we need to make this thing secure. Okay. Also, we have a tower here. What if someone like hacks into the tower and sends the instruction or something? Okay. So we need to have some sort of code. Okay, there needs to be some sort of special code that this guy has to tell, and this is a special code that allows him to unlock it. Okay, so now we think we're secure. But the question is, what happens if he dies? Okay, now he can't launch your code, okay? Because he had the code and the code's gone. Okay, so okay, let's say, also, what if he has a bad day? Right? There's also that problem too, okay? So we're gonna make this thing a distributed problem. So we're gonna have 3 people, okay? And all 3 of these people they all have a different code, okay? So they all have a different code, and in order to unlock this, they all have to submit their code. Okay. now one person can't do this. In order to launch this guy, he can't unlock it. He doesn't have any of the codes. And not one person has the ability to launch it because 3 different people have to do it. And so the chances that they all have a bad day at the same time is pretty low. You know, if he has a bad day, he's going to say, okay, look, you're having a bad day, but I don't want to die, okay? So anyways, but we still have a problem. Okay, this is more secure. What happens if one of the guys dies? Again, like the whole system's broken, okay? All right, this is what SSS solves, okay? What this does is you have what's called a quorum, okay? And do you know what a quorum is? Think of like legislature when you're voting, okay? Like Congress, whatever. When they vote, if one person shows up to vote and everyone else is sick, okay, he can't actually vote a law into place. Like, oh, we got 100% of the votes of everyone who's here. They're like, no, not if just one person comes to vote, that doesn't work. But you also can't say, well, everybody has to be in the room to vote, or else nobody would be able to vote, because maybe you have a big Congress, maybe it's like 200 or 300 people. Someone's going to be gone any given day of the year because of some problem or something. So you have what's called a quorum, and every Congress or legislator sure has some sort of quorum. Maybe the body is 300 people, and maybe they have a quorum that's set to like 60%. So as long as 60% of the people are there, you're allowed to vote. Okay, so that's what a quorum is. So the way that this works is you have a quorum of secrets. And so this quorum might be 2. And what this means is any 2 of these secrets can launch it. So if one guy is gone and loses his secret, you can still launch it, okay? That's what SSS does. It's essentially, it's a distributed secret where, so like, if we go back to the non-quorum example, okay, which is not SSS, like, how would you implement this? It's easy, right? Okay, the secret to unlock the nuclear code, let's call this this one, and then we have this one, and then we have this one, okay? So to unlock it, the secret is this secret plus this secret plus this secret. And you can't recreate this without all of them, okay? So easy to implement. SSS is not so easy to implement because the secret for SSS, in other words, when I combine this one, and I'm not even going to say plus, but this one combined with this one, okay? Well, let's just do an arrow. This one combined with this one is equal to the code, okay? This one combined with this one is also equal to the exact same code, okay? So the point is, nobody knows what the code is that unlocks it. You have to combine them, but you only need a quorum to combine them,